Driver 3 bus left. 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 Driver 3 bus left.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a really old Scalextric, actually, as I've since found out, MRRC Lotus 25 with there's a 3D chassis under that, so everything's mounted to the 3D, dead simple, one piece with a flat 6. It's a flat 6 25 at the moment, it's got to be a 20. Adjustable height axles, and that's just a ballast. It's just screwed on, just hangs there. I call it a hang plate. 6.3, quite happy with that. I'll stick a slower motor in it, but that's just initial testing, and it's the wrong colour. It should be green. Oh, I never wrote settings down for that. Yeah, look. Yeah, look. Should have written them settings down. Shame. Ooh. Right, 3, 6, 5. Right, take that off.
Driver 3 bus left. Driver 3 bus left. Driver 3 bus left. Driver 3 bus left. Driver 3 bus left.
Resin cast Mk7 Jag on one of Andy's brass chassis with a sharp 21.5. There's a driver navigator in that, so that was the Monte Carlo Rally livery. Yeah, 614. That's rapid. Rapido. Right, let's go for another monster. Just clean the braids, I think. Right, Galaxie, come on, where's the settings? Galaxie 500. 10753.5. Monogram Galaxie 500 with one of my 3D chassis and a Predator 22 motor, which is lacking a little bit in brakes. Yeah, it goes alright. 3D printed driver, wheel inserts, the pod's 3D printed as well. But just to show you just how big this is a scaly mini. Yeah, it's huge. Even the Mk7 Jag. So having this long tail, it makes it a bit tail happy. And as you can see, the wheelbase to the Jag, it's very similar. Very similar. So that's quite stable, but it's got all this extra weight. And then the Scaly Mini, it's an old Scaly Mini with one of Andy's brass chassis with a NSR Shark 22 or 21.5. Zero graining tyres on the back, 3D printed wheels. Let's give that a go. Okay. Yeah, it took a few laps to get into the hang of a Mini, but 6.6 is pretty good for it's bloody good for a Mini. So tonight is monsters and minis, but they don't have to be a Mini. It can be any small saloon from the 50s and 60s. So it's a 50s and 60s event. So that's what I'm thinking of racing. Whee! Have a quick lap as well. Could have tail in. Resin printed Anglia, 54mm wide, one piece 3D printed chassis with a 6-degree angle, and it's only 6 degrees to get the gear mesh because the motor's so close to the axle, because the spur gear has to be smaller than the wheel, the tyre. So I could race that. Came out in 50. Actually, these both came out in 1959. Anglia and the Mini. That was quite a good year, 1959, because I came out as well. Yeah, I think my car in that. Right, let's have a go with this little project. A recent project of mine, a fly BMW M3 E30. It's going to be a rally car. Well, it already was a rally car actually, but originally it had a front motor on a big hefty interior. So it's got a same chassis as the Anglia, which is one piece. There's a little bit of flex in it. Independent fronts, Shark 25 motor, 6 degree, same. Lovely, looks great. So I'll go in rally, slot rally, as we're not limited to inline only, because we don't see enough Beemers on the track. So I've got this one, I've got a Ninko, I think that's an E46, M3 E46 GTR, which goes quite well for a Ninko. But yeah, you just can't beat Fly for how good they look. So what I did, photographed the interior from above, gave the image to ChatGPT or Google Gemini and said, remove the driver, navigator and roll cage and give me an image that I can print out, which is what's in there. And then I just stuck a driver navigator in. So it's a picture of the original interior, but I've folded it so it's got a shape. navigator. It's got a pace notes. I couldn't think of the word. Right, what else have I got? We'll show it. Scalextric Camaro. Okay. Took the eye off the ball there, Kev. Scalextric Camaro, original chassis, Shark 25, SlotIt spur gear, Slotingplus guide, original wheels and tyres on the front, trued, lightweight interior. Right, so what I've modified on this, I've put a body post in the middle at the back, and another one in the middle at the front in the plate. So 3D printed like an inverted cup with a hole in, and glued it to a hole in the chassis so the screw can go up through, and then a body post there and there underneath, and it allows it to allows the body to roll about the centre line. Yeah, I like the look of that. It's not particularly quick, 6.5, but they'll be competitive with a lot of them, a lot of the other guys' saloons.